Hi, I'm Lauren and welcome to my Flosstube channel, Stitching in the Stacks. I'm coming back from a long hiatus of not recording Flosstube videos. I have been stitching though. I just kind of took a step away. I got really busy. We bought a house, just lots of things going on, so I haven't recorded in like years. But I'm excited to come back and do a WIP parade for you today, and then hopefully make Flosstube videos a little more regularly. So, like I said, my name's Lauren. I am a school librarian and I have a ton of stitching. So today I'm going to do a WIP parade for you. What a WIP is a work in progress. So I have 33 current projects that I'm going to show you. And I don't have them in any particular order. I haven't ironed any of them for you. I'm just showing you what I got. So the first one is "And a Forest Grew." So this is how far I am on this one. So I love working on this piece. It is "And a Forest Grew." It's by Rosewood Manor. So this is what the finished piece looks like. And in the center tree, right now I'm working on kind of closing that up, and then I have my own quote. So originally it's quoted with, "And out of the ground made the Lord God to grow every tree that is pleasant to the sight, and good food, the tree of life, also in the midst of the garden, and the tree of knowledge of good and evil." I wasn't as crazy about it, like it's a nice quote, but I wanted something just more, I guess, about trees. I don't know, it just didn't speak to me. So I charted up, I got my graph paper out and I charted up my own quote. So mine will say, "Be like a tree, stay grounded, connect with your roots, turn over a new leaf, bend before you break, enjoy your unique natural beauty, and keep growing." So that'll be in the center of the tree. And that tree is the center, so I do still have quite a bit to stitch on the other side. This pattern is, let me see if I can find how big it is. I have a list about just some details on all of them. So if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my cheat sheet. Let's see here, where is it? Oh, here we go. "And a Forest Grew." It is 420 by 200 stitches. So it's one of my biggest projects. So that's the first one. And again, I don't have my pieces in any particular order. I'm just kind of pulling them out of the container. So next is a recent new start. So this one I started this past week. The pattern is "Let's Talk Summer." It's part of the Chalk Talk series through Hands On Designs. I already finished like the autumn fall one. And I am doing this on a navy blue Aida. And so far, all I have is the daisies. I really like how these patterns pop on the blue. Though this fabric really attracts the dog hair. And I'm doing this one just in the called for DMCs. So I think that one will be fun to work on throughout the summer. Next, I have a piece I haven't worked on in a while. Sorry about the big rustling. And the next piece is "Autumn Blessings" by Waxy Moon Designs. So here's the pattern. And I used all my own flosses for this. I don't think I used any of the originals. So here's how far I am. So the saying is, "May your blessings be as countless as the autumn leaves." So I would say I'm probably maybe halfway with this. Okay, so next, so we went summer to autumn to now I have like a Christmas winter project. And this is, I don't think I have a picture of this one. This one is Caterpillar Cross Stitches Deck the Halls. It was originally a stitch along. And this is how far I am. So I have hang a stocking, dress the tree, and then next is build snowman, and then I think it's hang mistletoe, or mistletoe kiss it is, and then wrap presents and bake gingerbread. So there are 6 different sayings and I have the first 2 done. So kind of a fun wintry Christmas one. Okay. Next I have an Owl Forest embroidery kit. And this is by a Russian designer, but you can now get all of they do all their own beautiful like hand-dyed flosses. Here's just some of them. And you can still get them through, I believe they're shipping out of the UK now. So still will take a while to get them. So this pattern has 100 different owls, and in it, it actually describes, like, you could see which owl it is, and it tells you what owl, like what type of owl it is. So this is how far I am. So I love that big one in the center and the snowy one. It's really fun to work on, and like I said, the floss is really, really pretty and fun to work on. And this is whatever linen came in the kit. So that's another big one. Next, my zipper's giving me trouble. This pattern's just called Badger. I got it off Etsy. It was like a digital pattern. And it's by Stitching Land. So you can see I got the snoot and neck of the badger, and it has kind of like a pretty little floral border on it. So I would say I'm probably a quarter of the way. I don't know if I have a picture of it. No, I don't have the picture that goes with it, but yeah, the rest of the badger's face and then more of this border on each side. I don't know, this is an Ada. Kind of seems almost like a milk chocolatey. Not sure. That one's an older one that I haven't worked too much on recently. Ooh, this one I've been working on a lot though. So I started this one as a stitch along with the Happy Little Stitch Shop. Everyone else probably finished, but I am only about halfway done. And that is the Fall on the Farm. So there will be 9 blocks. I am on the center one, which I think is called, let me check what it's called. So I'm stitching this one here, and it is called Changing Leaves. So that's the 5th block, which I felt like would be a really quick one, but because that center like quilty block square thing is solid, it's actually more stitching than a lot of them. And the border doesn't come with it, but that was designed by the Twisted Stitcher, and it's on her blog for free. So I have been adding that in because the border's so cute. So I really have been enjoying stitching on it, and the fabric is a 16 count fabric flare. Let me see what color wave that is. Cafe a Lot by Fabric Flare. So really fun to work on that. The next block is going to be the cow one. I think it has like a milking house with it, so I'm excited for that. Cows. I live in Wisconsin, so I just love cows, obviously. So I'm excited for that one coming up. But fall is my favorite season, so I might have probably a little bit more. I feel like I do more fall stitching than the other seasons because it's my favorite. So, next is a piece I think I only worked on one weekend and then I put away, but I do want to come back to this. And this is a Fiddlesticks design. It's called We Sing With You. And I believe it was like part of a fundraiser for the Ukraine and relief efforts there. So I think this is I think it's called, yeah, it's actually called Nightingale, which is their national animal. So I just have the stick and we sing. So not a huge start, but I do think that could stitch up quick if I just find a weekend or something to work on it and just stitch it up, because that'll be a cute one. I really like the blue and yellow in it. So next, and sorry, I haven't been the best at telling you all the fabrics. I will try to get better. Ooh, I love this one. I mean, I love them all, but some you just really love. This one is Plum Street Samplers, and it is Always Remember. So this one kind of reminds me of like Memorial Day with all the poppies. So kind of also reminds me of my grandpa. He always was very involved in Memorial Day and the Legion and poppies, and all of it reminds me of him. So I have stitched the saying on the top, we will always remember. I have 2 eagles done. I have about a quarter of the house, have the flag, starting on some poppies. So, and this is a fabric flare. It says it's Stormy Sea. I really like the colors on this. So this one's fun to work on. And next we have, this one I recently started as well. It's Lizzie Kate's Dog Lessons for People. And the saying says, dog lessons for people, be loyal and faithful, play every day, drink lots of water, forgive quickly, avoid biting when a growl will do, sit close to listen, follow your instincts, give more than you receive, take naps, be a best friend, and love unconditionally. So I just like that a lot. I do have a dog. Her name is Ellie, and maybe you'll see her in a future video. But let's see. This is how far I am. So I kind of skipped down to some of the lessons. I need to come back and do the title part. But I do think that one would be a quick one to work on with all the words. And I did all my own colors for that. And yeah. Next, I have Tiny Modernist Unicorn Tapestry. So this is what the pattern looks like. And I am doing this on a Volcano Stitching Opal dyed Ada. And this is where I'm at. So I have the center unicorns done, but I need to finish the, and I think I have the flags done now, but I need to finish the trees and just the border and all the animals and everything around it. But very fun to work on. Here you can see a little better. And I really enjoy this fabric. I originally had it on more of like a galaxy patterned linen, but the count and just how dark that fabric was, it just didn't work out for me. So this is much more enjoyable to work on. Okay. Oh my, I have a lot, so. I need to get some finishes because I have too many projects, I feel like. Next, this is actually in a magazine. It is in the Just Cross Stitch Winter 2020. And I'm working on Woodland Sunset. And it is a full coverage. And I'm just working on an Ada that I had in my stash. And this is where I'm at. So I have the deer. I don't have the fawn yet. And then got the pinks and the sunset done. And some of the snow. So there'll be a lot of whites, light blues, grays in there too. But I really like the woodsy look of it. Next, I don't know if this actually, let's see. No, I do have one going. Never mind. So this is Tiny Modernist Winter Cuties. I already finished the penguin one, and maybe I'll bring that out sometime. My aunt helped me finish that one into a little pillow ornament. And I am now working on the little deer. So this is how far I am on him. They seem small, but because they're like solid, it's actually a lot of stitching that goes into these. So those are just so cute. I really enjoy stitching Tiny Modernists. I like their patterns. The unicorn tapestry I just did was also by them. Okay, next. Next I have a small one that I think could be a finish soon, maybe. I'm planning on working on it this month because it is one of my WIP Go numbers from this month for July. WIP Go is kind of like a bingo board where you put a different project in each month, and then each month they'll call different numbers, and then you can work on those projects and keep making progress. So this is Doodles Autumn, and I actually stitched this pattern before for a exchange, but I love it and I want one for myself. So I have the sunflower done and the acorns. So probably about a quarter or a third of the way. And it does stitch up fast, so I probably could finish that in if I gave it a full day or two. So next I have another smaller ornament. And this is in the Just Cross Stitch Christmas Ornaments 2021. It's let me show you the pattern. It's Sharon Pope's Have a Mooey Christmas. So it's a cute little red barn with some cows in the snowy field. Got a lot done on the barn and the bottom part of the snow. So since again this one's solid, it will take a bit still to continue working on it, but I think that'll be really cute when it's done. Very cute little ornament, or maybe I'll frame it, I'm not sure yet. Next I have one more magazine piece, and this is in Cross Stitcher September 2019, and it's a fall piece. It's called Autumn's in the Air. And that's what it looks like. And I started in the bottom corner, so I'm starting down here. Sometimes I start in the center, sometimes I start on the top, sometimes I apparently start in the bottom. Kind of just depends. What am I stitching this on? And this is by Faye Walsh is the designer. It's a big one. It's 180 by 180. I don't know what this fabric was. Oop, I have it upside down. Sorry. That's silly of me. So I started in the bottom corner, Started with the apple tree, got the little squirrel and a butterfly done. So this is, again, a pretty big piece, but it's a fun one to work on, and once in a while I'll do some different cross-stitch challenges. It has a lot of things that fit a lot of different prompts, so that's kind of nice. Woo, finished one bin, so at least halfway. Okay, next, this is what I'm going to work on today, and it's Strawberry Fair by the October House Fiber Arts. This one was a new Nashville Market release, so a lot of people have been stitching it, finishing it already. I am this far. I finished like the vines and leaves. I have just a little bit, I just have like the little seeds in the strawberry to do. And the robin, I have a little bit to kind of fill in with some accent colors for him, like the dark eye and stuff. And then I have to next do like that bottom border, the swirls on the side, kind of that stuff around the outside. So I'm hoping just in another day or two I can get close to finishing this one. So I left it in the Q snap since I'm gonna work on that one when we're done here. Let's see, next. The next one is 2020's Linen and Threads Mystery Sampler. It was Friends and Family themed. You can still get that on their website. I don't have a picture of the whole thing done. This fabric is hand-dyed by Rolanda, 18 count Aida. And this is how far I am. And it's pretty fun to work on. I'm on, I think, so it was originally a monthly sale, and I think I'm only on April, which is this huge, massive one to finish. And throughout it, it has spots where you can put your own initials. So I have some family members, some friends that I have represented by each of the different initials. I won't say who they all are, but... And the floss I'm using is also hand-dyed by Rolanda. Like a dark blue variegated. So, I guess Linen and Threads, also known as Fox and Rabbit designs. I believe they changed to Fox and Rabbit now is what they tend to go by. Let's see. This one is, I don't know where my pattern is for it, but it is part of Sapphire Mountains, which they do the Stitching Book Club. It's the Sense and Sensibility stitch along. Not so much a stitch along anymore, but I did read the book with them and started with them. So, and the Sense and Sensibility one is just a really pretty floral, like white floral on a blue Aida. So I am excited to keep working on it. And finish that one up. And I use the the called for glosses for that. Next I have the Epic Generation 1 Pokemon. I don't have a picture of it, but it literally is all of the Generation 1 Pokemon. So like from the first games and stuff. Growing up, we played a lot of Pokemon on the Game Boys. Reminds me of me and my brother and my cousins playing Pokemon. We had Pokemon cards, etc. It's super fun to stitch on because they are all so colorful. So this is how far I am. It will eventually take up the whole piece of fabric. So as you can see, it will be ginormous. But fun to work on because it's so colorful and nostalgia. So and they do have more, like if you like Pokemon, they have like an epic Pokemon stitch for all the different generations, and they actually have like an all Pokemon massive one that I don't know if anyone's even ever finished. It's so big. Next I have my other full coverage piece, and that is Napoleon Crossing the Alps. So the famous painting of Napoleon. This is designed by Ankelman, and this is how far I am. So I believe I have 8 pages left on this, because I'm not done with this one down here, and then I believe there's 2 more, and then across the top I need to do all of the top row, and those are 5 pages across. So I'm really happy with how this is turning out. I think when I get to his face, that'll be like the make it or break it part. Like, it'd make me so sad if his face doesn't turn out good. But I think it will, because like, look at his glove, the horseman, like everything else is turning out really nice. So I think it'll look really good. So that's a huge one. It's 256 by 300 stitches. I have it on an 18 count parchment. And the thread list is 3 pages long, like a lot of confetti in there. But it's cool. My husband really likes history and likes Napoleon, so that's like his piece he picked out for me to stitch. Okay. Next, I have another Tiny Modernist. I have the Up All Night. And this one I'm stitching on a 25 count. 25 count Lugana Purple Passion. And I am doing 2/2, so it is quite big. So this is how far I am. Still need to do the owl in the middle, finish the border. So I love purple, so that's so pretty. Next, I have Bee Garden, and this is another of my WIP Go calls for this month, so I will get some more progress on this soon. This is by Heartstring Samplery. So if you need me, I'm out in the bee garden. So, and I love, it's got the little bee balm on it, and I have bee balm and they're in bloom right now. So they just started blooming this past week. I'm like, how perfect, because they kind of look like little firecrackers, they're bright red. So how perfect for the 4th. So I think I'm probably about 1/4 or 1/3 of the way. So I really like gardening and floral pieces, so this really speaks to me. And this is on a 32 count flax. And I'm using, I think, my own conversion to different classic colorworks. The pile's getting too big. I'm gonna have to start on the other side. Next I have another Heartstring Samplery, My Wish for You, and it says, may all your dreams come true. I like it as a little pillow. That's cute. And this is an Ada that I dyed. It's almost got, I don't know, like a plasticky feel. It's kind of an interesting feel to me. But I did one side of the floral part. So I need to do the words, the moth, and then this will be repeated on the other side. So again, I didn't iron anything for you, sorry. Next, ooh, I like this one. This is, I think, my oldest WIP, I think. And I did actually have a finish on one of the pieces this past month. It is Snow Village by Country, is it Country Cottage? Yep, Country Cottage Needleworks. So they have a bunch of little houses like these. I'm not going to bring them all out. And I'm doing it all on one piece. I think this is maybe a 16 count French Rain. and this is where I'm done. This is where I am so far. So there will be 4 houses, or 4 pieces, I guess. Some are houses, some are little vendor stands. I'm working on this one over here. I finished the frozen hot chocolate stand earlier this month, and now I started this one. This one will be a popsicle cart. So there are the 4 on top. On the bottom there will be 4 more patterns, and then 1 underneath here. So probably only about halfway actually on that, but I really should get a move on it because I like this piece and I do want it so I can hang it up in the winter. It's in a really cute Strawberry Lane project bag. Okay, this is also a Strawberry Lane project bag. This one's pretty. This one I've been getting some progress in lately. It is, I don't think I have the picture, but it's One Nation by Bygone Stitches. So it makes a big flag, and it has each of the states in the order they joined our country in the stripes. It's huge. So I have the first 5 stripes done. So that has the 13 colonies, and then I have stitched 13 stars so far. I originally started and I was going to stitch a state and a star each week, and I have not at all done that because I haven't. But I really enjoy working on it, and yeah, I want it done eventually, and that I will frame and put on a wall. We also have a really cool flag that my father-in-law made out of barnwood from, I believe, great-grandparents on their sides, one of their barns. So I don't know if I want the flags by each other or not, but I definitely want that framed. Next, I don't know if I can count this as a WIP. So this is Tiny Modernist Halloween cuties. You saw winter cuties. Here are the Halloween ones. And I finished the little skeleton one, but I haven't started a new one. So I don't know if this is really a WIP. It kind of is, because like I want to do all 4 of them, but I'm not currently stitching on any of them. So, but isn't he cute, the little skeleton guy? I think I want to maybe do the witch next because she's pretty adorable. So, but yeah, I have all the stuff for it in there. It's just a matter of starting another one. So I don't know, maybe if we don't count that, then I only have 32 WIPs. So, ooh, lots of sneezes. Sorry. Okay, next is Ink Circles, Arranging for Orchestra. I was originally going to do this one as a gift for my music teacher for Christmas, but then I ran out of the like dark brown, that dark chocolate color. So I wasn't able to finish it in time, and I did something else for her. But, I don't know. She might be retiring in the next couple years. I don't know. I'll eventually gift it to her. It's not a huge Ink Circles, so even though I only have this much done, I do think it wouldn't be too terrible to finish up, because it's, let's see, what is this one? Size-wise, 87 by 57 only. So I do like how this is turning out. And now I have more of the color I needed. I got way more than I needed, but got lots, so I can just keep going. And this is on a 25 count Lugana. It's like a white gold. It is sparkly, so. And I do have quite a bit of this, so I think I could use some of this and they'd make really pretty like Christmas ornaments as well. Okay, I think we're getting there. Next, I I have my Frogworks piece. So Frogworks is an annual digital retreat through the Black Needle Society. And each year they release a different pattern that goes with one of the Harry Potter books as a band sampler. So up on top you can see this is for year 1. It's got like the sorting hat, Hedwig, all sorts of cute stuff. I started year 2. This summer, next week actually, it'll be year 4 they're up to. So I'm definitely behind. I have it on French Country Mocha, I think. Something like that. I have a ginormous piece because I'm planning on stitching them all together on there. Let me see if I can find the patterns for you. So this was year 1's. So that one I have done. Year 2 looks like this. So it has the basilisks from the movies on it. And then let's see, year 3 is, where's the picture of it? Oh, here it is. It's still in the plastic. So that's year 3. And then year 4, I haven't gotten the physical copy yet. It should be coming soon. Excited to see that. So next week I'll be stitching quite a bit on that and watching the movies and doing all the fun things. Fun Harry Potter book movie theme stuff. Next, I did start the Royal Gardens sampler, which is Fox and Rabbit's mystery sampler. I am still on January, so the first month, so it's not a huge start. I got a ginormous piece that I'm stitching it on, but this is how far I am. So very behind. Obviously, it's going to be huge since I have this ginormous piece. I'm using some gorgeous hand-dyed by Rolanda floss. And this is almost like a grayish, though it almost shows up like purplish too with the floss on it. And I don't have a picture. And it's actually not all released yet, so. But so far it's been very like florally. I mean, it's called Royal Garden. This past month they did release a part that had some like cherubs, and I'm not too crazy about them, so I might like do like our initials, or I don't know, do something a little different with that. But that's the nice thing about cross stitch, is you can kind of be creative and make things your own. I have another ink circles piece. Can you tell I like ink circles? This is Ink Circles Lace Flowers. So I really like the colors. I like the, I don't know, laciness of it. I have a really pretty, I don't know, I don't remember what this piece is, but it's like rainbowy and it's gorgeous. And this is how far I am. And I am using the called for flosses for this. So I think they are, let me look at them. All Weeks Dye Works, so I really like working on that. I really like working on them all, but that one's really fun to work on. Okay, I have my last 2. So next, I had a small start on this one last year, and this is United We Stand by Teresa Kogut. And I am using the called for DMCs on a piece of probably 18 count Aida. And this is how far I am. So not a huge start, but I think that'll be really cute when I finish that. Then my final WIP that I have currently is Waxy Moon's Designs Watch It Snow. And this one, I am this far on. So finishing up winter, and then I can come down and do the rest. The snowman part is next after the fill your cup. So I'm enjoying that. So yeah, that is all my WIPs. I have a lot to work on and finish. Some are closer than others, so I'm hoping I can get a couple of these done throughout the summer and maybe get down under 25 would be really cool, but get to like 30 would be really great. I like having multiple projects. I like having like options, so it doesn't really bother me that I have so many, but I definitely want to get things done too and keep making progress, so I make sure I touch everything recently. But that's what I have. Maybe in the future I could show some more finishes, and like I said, I hope to come back to you more regularly, maybe monthly or so, to show my progress. Right now I'm off mostly for the summer. I'm doing a little bit of summer school here and there, but I have a lot more time on my hands, so hoping to get some of that done, along with working on the house, getting things organized. My aunts just recently came over and helped me organize my craft room, or at least start organizing the craft room here, so that's been nice. They said I should film one facing the other way one of these times, because then you can see out and look at the lake better. But so this is going to be, I think, now that it's set up, it's going to be one of my favorite rooms because it has the best view in the house. So sometimes I might have some book recommendations, some little book talks things that I've been reading. I sometimes share on Flosstube, but today this video is long enough, so I think I'm going to leave it here. But happy stitching, happy reading, and I hope you enjoyed my projects. Bye.